It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here's the veteran Greg Zuerlein as we are ready to start. And off we go from Buffalo. Johnson now to return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart. He elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category?
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Throwing now, Allen here on first down. That's taken in, Keon Coleman. They'll come up now for second down and 4. On the ground, this is James Cook. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They send him right out of the slot. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Allen. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Cooper going in motion. Allen to throw. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here's Cook. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time with Cook. He slams it in there, and he is in. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Kene Nwanwu now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really two types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. One quarter in the books. The Bills with the early advantage. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Hall. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That one's a poorly. He's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here comes Hall on this toss to the right. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Give up the middle with Hall. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Third and 9. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So, 4th down, and the veteran Greg Zuerlein on for the Jets. This from 45 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
That's caught downfield by Cooper. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
In trouble, and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion, Shakir. From the gun, it's Allen. And taken in by Shakir. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now, Allen. That is caught. What a throw. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Now Bass to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills move out on top, 14-0. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Rodgers here on 2nd down. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Jets offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And it will finally be taken down at the Jets' 33-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
First down for Aaron. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Second down, Rodgers. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. Rasul Douglas there to break that one up.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
The Bills offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Throwing is Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Allen. He's got his man. That's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
From the gun, Josh Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers on 1st down. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Rodgers to throw. He'll set up the screen to Hall. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Now, on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Off he goes. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. A lot on the line here. 4th down and 9. Rodgers. He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Now, 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Rasul Douglas there to break that one up.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
To the goal line and in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off, unable to cut any further into the deficit. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. And this is taken in by the defense.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
This is 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That one taken in by Corley. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. Here's 2nd down. Now Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. It just, nobody could get open downfield. So it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Rodgers. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Rodgers going up top again. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. So it's a win here for the Bills. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. just about do it. For Greg Olson and our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.